I'll probably play this game again when the Metal Gear Online update comes out in January, just to see what that's all about, see if it's any good.
Oh. Don't you die on me, damn it! BB's dropping! Intubate, now!
So this is the beginning of the game.
Clear!
Whoa, such a lost!
No response, hit him again! Clear! How's he doing?
Alright, I'll go ahead and hide the chat.
But it took too long. He's in a coma. What about him? Yeah, took some shrapnel to the head.
Unfortunately, you know, you can't really exist on the internet for almost 2 months without getting somewhat spoiled. Not only that, I had some suspicions, but I didn't really talk about them. Can't get over how much this dude sounds like David Bowie. Come on. I know it's a good cover. I like it, but I already did this at the beginning of the game. I'm ready. I'm ready to fuck. Let me fight Sahelanthropus again. Scragglepuss. Whoa. Whoa. Nurse, I'm awake. Nurse!
كذا سامع.
I'm in the mood for some chocolate. Yeah, some shitty American chocolate. Yeah, Hershey smells like diarrhea. Vomit. But that's all I have.
V has come too.
V has come too.
Ακούεις με? Ακούεις με?
Man, you don't know good chocolate till you've had like
Can you
some
hear
sick
me?
Cadbury chocolate. It's good
Are
shit.
you having difficulty speaking? Can you move your head? Just nod if you can hear me.
For anyone who didn't watch the beginning of Metal Gear
Look
Solid 5,
up, please.
this is exactly how it starts.
Very good. Please try to relax. There is plenty of time. I need to tell you something. Please
I would assume with
and
some minor
try
differences.
not to panic.
Do not panic.
You've been in a coma for quite some time. Yes, yes, I know. You would like to know how long. I'm afraid it's been 9 years. Damn it! Nosocoma! 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 Nurse! Calm down. Calm down. Try not to panic. Try not to panic. Now. You'll be all right. Just rest.
How do you feel?
It's been 1 week since you came to. Now, let's try getting you out of that bed. Nurse. Don't worry. You've lost some strength, but we've been maintaining your muscle mass through massages, CPM therapy, and EMS. Now, I need to explain something, but you mustn't be alarmed. 9 years ago, you were injured in an explosion.
Oh, yeah.
Upon examination, we discovered 108 foreign bodies embedded within you. In addition to shrapnel,
Bits of
we
blood
also
and
found
skull.
fragments of human bone and human teeth. Most of it was removed, but some of the fragments still remain. They are located near your heart and in your skull. Look at this. The fragments are lodged deep within your cerebral cortex. We couldn't give you an MRI, the metal, you see. But even if we were to extract it, you would most likely suffer a brain hemorrhage. Mental and physical impairment are unavoidable. However, your current status is not life-threatening.
Status.
One more thing. This X-ray is of your upper body. You better look now. Best to understand your situation sooner than later. I know it's difficult, but please look down. It's best to see with your own eyes. Be brave. Nosocoma! Grigor! Try to calm down! Calm down! Please! Calm down! It's gonna be okay! Yes, yes! Calm down!
And we could have gotten an abridged version of this if they wanted to retell the story. Maybe like sped it up a bit.
κάποιος ήδη γνωρίζει ότι έχει ξυπνήσει.
Who knows?
Για να τρέχει μεγάλο κίνημα. Πρέπει
Not
να
me.
μιλήσουμε άμεσα. Προετοιμάστε τον για εγχείρηση. Δεν το πιστεύω. It's true. There are those who wish you would never woken up. You should be dead, but you're not. The wheels are in motion. Your enemies are everywhere. We must alter your appearance immediately. Otherwise, I fear you won't leave this place alive. It's a wide open world up there, so there's something we need to take care of first.
Alright, there's this whole thing that was just forgotten about immediately.
This is you, as you've lived until this day. I'm going to change your appearance. We have no other choice.
Wasn't I just Big Boss choosing to be an online multiplayer character originally? Or are they gonna make me do that again?
Very good. Now let's remove these bandages.
Or
Your
is this
face
something
has healed
different?
nicely. To tell you the truth, these bandages were more for your protection. To hide you from those who want you dead.
Dead.
As of today, your name is Ahab. Forget everything. Your name, your past.
Oh, that's quiet. To friends. Good luck, Vine. Did I ever input my name as Vine? Oh yeah, maybe I did.
Everything feels all right.
The problem is, it's been a month and a half since I played the intro originally, so I don't really know what's different.
Not yet. The patient in the next bed saw my face. Of course. Consider it done.
Forever been ingrained in my memory. How did her hair grow back after this, by the way? Alright, parasites. Look at this petal. Think about the petal.
What happened to the woman?
The woman? We gave her a light. She took the short way down.
Who are you?
Who am I? You're talking to yourself. Been watching over you for 9 years. You can call me Ishmael.
What the hell is going on?
Well, the good news is, you're in the land of the living. Bad news? The world wants you dead. On your feet, soldier. The whole place is coming down.
Man, I don't want to do this whole mission again. This mission sucked. I mean, it's a good story, but...
Nothing like a little digoxin to get you back in the game. Come on!
Yeah, when I heard Keith Master Flex's voice coming out of that dude, I knew something was up. You're talking to yourself, kid.
Follow me. Drug's not working. We're getting out of here. Move it.
Get your shit together! All of it! Just get it together. I don't care what you do with it. Just put it together. This is a man who hasn't moved in 9 years. No amount of muscle massage and butt crack therapy could make this go any smoother. Ishmael.
This isn't gonna work. We better take the elevator.
So, yeah. What are you guys up to? How's life? I watched Nightmare on Elm Street last night with the Red Letter Media commentary. That was fun.
What the hell is that? Something's coming.
So, baby Psycho Mantis controls Volgan. This is Volgan, the spirit of Volgan, the man on fire. Because of his lost revenge. The more revenge you wish to receive, the more Baby Mantis wishes to control you. Or are you out of your Vulcan mind, Spock? So that's what we know. We know a little bit more than we knew when I first played this game. When I first played this part.
Calm down. You can do this.
Booty. Booty be crawling. Booty be smalling. I'ma shake the booty on the floor.
Drugs kicked in? Good, let's hurry. Hold up, let's fix this. Next time, do it yourself. It's always good to try and mend your injuries while hiding from the enemy. Over there.
I could skip this. There is a skip button. No, I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave it. I'm not gonna skip it.
Let's go.
We've come this far. There's literally no difference to the end until...
This
Okay.
way, hurry.
There's no difference until you get to the end. Well, now I can't skip it. But, my options just, reset. People often ask, why do I do that? I just got used to it. I don't remember why. I played flight games where you had to have the controls kind of reversed. And then I got used to it being reversed in first-person shooters. Yeah, I know, it sounds stupid, but that's how I play the games. Old FPS often had reversed. That's true. There were some that was the default option. So I don't know, I just got used to it. Just curious how much it would skip.
I don't want to die.
Because I've done all this already, that's why I'm skipping. I've decided... If you want to watch it, just watch it on the Full Sauce channel. It's already in its full form. Obviously, I'm not gonna skip the end.
Press the stance button to stand up. Don't get caught in those searchlights. Now! Here they come. Hurry.
Oh. I remember thinking to myself, this game is like
Shit. It's ugly down there. Turn back.
limitlessly amazing when I first played this, and then it turned out to be a good game, but it didn't turn out to be what I had expected in some ways too. Chapter 2 was just a disappointment.
Vinny.
You hear that? What's going on out there? Hey!
Huh? Proszę.
Hey! Hey!
I can't see what's happening.
What is that? What's happening out there? Does anybody know?
Hey!
Someone in chat just said it has serious pacing issues. I don't disagree with that. Yeah, ass. I'm sorry, but I don't see a reason for me to have to replay the whole goddamn fucking tutorial story. You know, you could have just sped me through this in like 5 minutes, and then just brought me to the plot points. I feel like I just complain like all the time on the stream, but I swear in this case I have valid reasons. Gotta say, graphically, that is a fine looking back. I mean, look at the way the sweat glistens. Fox engine is a really nice engine. It's a shame we won't be seeing more of it.
Anything? Negative. He came in here. Keep looking.
This way. This way. We're sitting ducks. Blend in with the bodies. Get down on your stomach and crawl.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
If you move, we're done for. Play dead. Freeze.
Guess we'll just stay here. I hope Fallout 4 doesn't disappoint. Okay, maybe I got a little caught up in this cutscene. Maybe I just wanted to watch Kiefer Sutherland pee again. Dude very clearly moved his head. Right, that happens.
Hold on. We better stop and treat that injury. We'll have to take the stairs down.
I guess we're not taking the stairs down. If Halo 5 becomes Game of the Year, I will eat my right foot. I don't, at this point, see how a Halo game could possibly become a Game of the Year. I'm sure some people would argue that it's their favorite Game of the Year, and that's fine, but... I mean, if it's like a unanimous thing, where all the other games this year pale in comparison to Halo 5, I will fry up my foot with some mushrooms and onions, and I will chop that shit up and eat it. Yes.
How to shoot a gun? Hold down the aim button to aim, then press the attack button to fire. Destroy it.
Full cutscene again. Yes. Every tutorial mission. You're pretty good.
Let's go.
Yep, yep, yep. Okay, no more skipping.
I'll run interference.
I wonder if the same effect could have been achieved had someone else voice acted the two characters. Or, you know, one character, obviously. Probably not. I'm on fire! Oh, okay, guess what? You don't have melee yet, this early in the game. And thus the Burning Man Festival had begun. The first annual Burning Man Festival founded by our friend, our hero, the Burning Man. It's me, Bernie Sanders. I want to be your president. But why don't bullets work? of the Year Zelda Triforce Heroes demo, where I can press thumbs up button as many times as I want in a row. Who would have thought stepping on molten rubble would set you on fire? Okay, now we're getting into, I think, this is where the new stuff is going to happen, in my understanding of what's happening here.
Get in!
I wonder if this was just covered up. Like it wasn't like in the news, it wasn't reported. P-Quad, no. And that's the way the news goes. Great. Well, this is where it could have all started. Good to know my teams are getting leveled up. Huh. Got a leather jacket. Makes it all worth it.
This way, boss. Hurry.
But you can't be boss. The other guy was boss. So it was a big elaborate ruse cruise where either one of them could have died at any moment from crashing into a truck or perhaps getting
Use that
shot.
bike. It's tuned up and ready to go.
He did not have a beard like 5 minutes ago.
I'll handle the rest. Here. That's your name as of today.
Vine.
Best change your face, too. Now this one, he'll take your place. From here on, he's Snake. He believes it, too. My very own Phantom, huh? Boss, the whole world wants your head. Don't worry, he can handle it. Move now, quickly.
Aren't you forgetting something?
Real cigar. Yep, so the twist is my character was not Big Boss. He was a fake boss who had plastic surgery to make him look like Big Boss. We got fiddled. We got triple and quadruple fiddled. That's it. We did all that for a 2-minute cutscene. This is when David Hayter was going to show up voice acting the real Big Boss. That would have been cool, I guess. That would have actually probably made me more interested. There's a little bit more. Okay, hang on. There's more fiddling. Incoming hour of plot tapes. Oh my god. I can't read this quickly. There's the entire events of the game summed up in like 2 sentences.
anesthetic. We have to open her now.
That's him. That's fake boss.
Boss.
So Medic got the worst of it. And he protected Snake from a lot of the chunks.
Now do you remember who you are? What you were meant to do?
Anyone could be a
I cheated
boss.
death thanks to you. And thanks to you, I've left my mark. You have too. You've written your own history. You're your own man. I'm Big Boss. And you are too. No. He's the two of us together. Where we are today, we built it.
Okay.
This story, this legend, it's ours. We can change the world and with it the future. I am you and you are me. Carry that with you wherever you go. Thank you, my friend. From here on out, you're Big Boss.
From the man who sold the world. Did they implant memories into this boss? Or did he just go along with it? Right there from the beginning. I'm not sure. Was he in on it from the beginning? Was I the only one not in on this? Well, I'll listen to the tapes. I will listen to the tapes.
What was it all for? If the boss has some plan, what is it?
The real Big Boss is working separately from us to create his new nation.
New nation?
A military nation above and apart from all. The true outer heaven. Something created to maintain world balance. Independent of the struggles for supremacy, for personal profit, the cycles of revenge between countries. It'll be an army, all right, but more. Big Boss is building a nation. But until it's complete, we support the other Big Boss. The Phantom carries on his legend, his meme.
His what?
His Big Boss's plan.
So that's the way it is. 9 years ago, I thought everything had been taken from me. But now I really have lost it all. The boss, and the future we were building together.
One day, the age of Big Boss's sons will arrive. They'll likely want to settle the score with him. We have to shape that age. We'll each have roles to play. Building the foundation for a revolution led by both Big Bosses, the true one and the Phantom.
No. Big Boss can go to hell. I'll make the Phantom and his son stronger to send him there. For that, I'll keep playing my role.
You know, sooner or later, there will be only one boss. There's only room for one boss. His sons are fated to face each other someday, too. If the day ever comes that you go back to Cipher, I'll aid the other son. And then you and I will be enemies, too. One of us will have to kill the other.
Fine by me. I'll be ready for the new age. Until then, we'd better get used to coexisting.
Great. Great. Spunky Platypus, the best soldier I've ever had. Along with Glacier Mongoose and Creeping Buzzard. Blue Salamander. Howling Platypus. Razor Hedgehog. Yeah! Oh man. Oh god, I don't even know what to think anymore, God. I don't know how I really feel about anything right now. To be totally honest. I'm not sure about anything anymore. We got some tapes to listen to, and I intend on listening to them. So I guess I'll go do side-ups, just for the fuck of it, while this is happening.
Heading to Afghanistan.
I may not be the real Vinny. I might be the phantom of myself. I don't know who I am anymore. Plain and simple. Oh, Quiet's obviously no longer with us.
Deploying.
Look up Mission 51 on YouTube. I could do that after we listen to the tapes. The fucking... I know what the word meme really means, like I know the definition, but seeing it in that context was like the cherry on the cupcake. It really was. It's like, I'm already laughing about the story, and then that happens. I lost it. Oh my god.
Boss, how are you back on your feet so quickly?
That's a lot of fucking...
There's a non-smoking ward. Boss, if I listened to everything the doctors said, I'd probably die in here. No point waking up after 9 years for that. Well, having you out of that bed makes things a little easier. Bad news, huh? Things are looking worse. Go on. They found out about you waking up, and the man on fire picked this time to wake up too. We'll have to move forward ahead of schedule. Miller already has the preparations underway. We'll have to wake up your neighbor too. So he's not. He seems awake now. No. Well, he's not actively conscious yet, at least. He was a doctor, too. In his mind, that past no longer exists. Your past is his past now. He's going to be your phantom, not some simple diversion. He'll act as the new big boss, and the act just isn't for Cipher. He'll be your face on the world stage, until the time comes for your resurgence. You make it sound easy. We've been busy over the last 9 years. His altered state of consciousness has helped us implant powerful suggestions through induced hypnagogia.
Right there it is.
All your missions on
Hypnagogia.
record and shares all your knowledge and experience to make him believe that he is the one true big boss. No one around him will doubt that he's the big boss they know. So is he the real big boss or a stand-in? What does that mean to him? Nothing. The human brain is capable of many illusions. Of pain, of the future. What happens from here depends on his skill. You can vouch for that. He was always the best man we had. But 9 years ago in that helicopter, he threw himself between you and the blast. In that moment, the man you knew died. He died protecting you. And now by becoming you, he protects you again. This is just a detour in his journey to hell. And don't forget, it's what he wanted. He's in his dog days now. It's not just him.
He's coming too. Roger that.
Miller, I'm busy.
They'll be your shield and necessary diversion to buy us some time. And you? I'll be right by his side. Can you keep it up? It's a hell of a lie. It won't be a lie. I won't know his secret either. I'll believe that he's the real big boss. I'll have no conscious knowledge of you. Where's the lie in that? Self-hypnosis. It's nothing new in my line of work. Manipulating memories, the past. But that's not all. When the time is right, I need to remember that you're the real boss. In a world, it's double-think. In this year, 2 + 2 = 5. And I want you to do the same. Right. His bodyguard? Correct. It won't be long before this hospital comes under attack. We'll wake him up right away, but he won't be back to full health in time. We'll need to take him through his final paces. Yeah. I want to see his face again. All right, John. I've never forgotten you in these 9 years, but I have to forget you now. Adam, I'm counting on you. What's up? About the 1972 project. Les Enfants Terribles. You never did like the French. All that Catherine the Great aristocratic pompousness gets to me, that's all. Palace talk. They can keep it. Les Enfants Terribles. The terrible children. That madness Zero started.
Les Enfants Terrible.
His madness. You found out something new? The plan itself was abandoned in '76. ATGC disbanded.
You gotta extract him.
And their account with DARPA was closed. So I was worried about what happened to you. Your sons. They're no sons of mine. And they're sure as hell not me. Just a bunch of cells grown in a lab? What they are is much sicker than that. Well, Zero doesn't think so. Eva doesn't either. To them, those boys are your clones. They're you, down to the last hair. And? The first boys were raised free range.
He's coming too. Roger that.
David has never left the States, but the other, Eli, has disappeared. Might as well call it abandoned. They're through with him. Where is he? He was in England.
You gotta extract him.
Apparently he traveled to Africa after that, but that's where he escaped.
David is Solid Snake, by the way.
Just like that. Why? Who knows? Maybe he found out about his birth. If he's alive, he'd be 11 or 12 by now. Old enough to think and act for himself. So he might still be alive. On his own, there? I wouldn't bet on it. John, if he is alive, what's the plan? I have nothing to say to him. Treat him like a human being, just another person. Boss, this war business you and Miller started. Since the industry spread out to the PFs, it may have a favorable influence on Cipher. To a ruler, an everlasting enemy is convenient. By directing the public's animosity outside his borders, he could unify their frame of mind. Guns for hire continue the war. Then enrich the economy with their spoils. War as a business will become a permanent tool for manipulating the public mind. A new business model. You might even call it a war economy. Before long, Cipher, or rather the Patriots, will be drawn to this. Probably only a few decades before it takes hold. It's not far off at all. Still no leads on Zero. We don't even know whether he's still alive. The protocol he put in motion's making steady progress. Every day, SIGINT's web covers a little bit more of the globe. Total information control. Big Brother Zero. And it'll happen before anyone even realizes. I don't like it. You're the big brother of the battlefield. You've earned a firm grip on the world's military power. And soon...
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
He'll erase the Cold War. All war from people's minds. And with it, the world's borders. Zero's will, his influence, will be unleashed, with nothing to stem the tide. When that happens, opposition will no longer match the line.
He's coming too. Roger that.
With no borders left, what difference can we make? War will have lost any true meaning to the world. Just one more gear keeping the wheels of economy turning.
You gonna extract him?
Bearing down the capitalist conveyor belt. The future your friend Miller wanted. That's all there is in store. Perhaps it's already too late. But human will should only be handed down and nurtured by human hands. It can't be entrusted to the system. Especially not that soulless phantom that Zero's left in his wake.
Where are your friends?
No matter what happens,
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
claim our truth. Until next time, Big Boss. Someone has successfully struck at Zero. Since Zero's using a private network, we get information, but we have no way to trace his location. That means the details are still fuzzy at this point, but apparently some new bioweapon was used. As soon as he noticed the dip in his vital signs, he had his stomach pumped and even underwent blood dialysis. But he didn't fully recover. Ironically, if Zero kept more company, he'd have been safe. Since the incident, his speech and actions have been getting more unhinged by the day. He's probably been rushed to another safe house for intensive care. But the location is a complete mystery. That's the way he operates. He went to incredible lengths to make sure his great escape went unnoticed. So far, I know at least Langley and the Pentagon were involved. He had a blackout triggered in New York.
He's coming too. Roger that.
Information grids, and at least
Sounds
two
like Escape from New
submarines were
York.
sighted off the coast. The personnel involved were working off a cover story. Naturally, the
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
The project is buried under a pile of dummy ops and backup plans stretching across multiple organizations. It's safe to say not one of the people involved knew what they were moving or to where. All top secret, no trail, no leads. He's living up to his name as usual. Only this time, even I can't find him. Now, the only record of his location lies within the Cipher AI that was at the heart of the escape plan. And that's closed off, with its data sealed away in a secret location. Skullface was able to put together this assassination attempt, but even he can't possibly know where Zero is now. I'll keep searching, but when you're up against he who controls information, it's gonna be a long battle. Boss, it was Anderson after all. That's right, the man who went by SIGINT during Operation Snake Eater. Following Zero's disappearance, he's taken over command of Cipher. Well, to be precise, the AI he oversees has. The idea to have an AI act for Zero came about in '74, when the data from the mammal pod penetrated NORAD. Clearly, an AI couldn't be allowed to make its own decisions. So they would take away its ability to act, and instead create a specialized system in which the AI, bound by specific rules, filters the massive amounts of data it collects before passing it on to people, subtly guiding their decision-making. A system of the people, by the people, for the people. So they began researching.
You gonna extract him?
DARPA apparently brought Strangelove on board to head it up. She was forced out after a certain incident. Of the project and any trace of her existence was scrubbed after her departure. Before Zero lost consciousness as his condition worsened, he left instructions for Anderson, through a cutout of course. Zero went out of his way to hide your location in order to keep you safe. This meant sacrificing his own
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
to ensure you could could stand alone as your own man. Here I am, the only link between you and the world that's passing you by. I'm your last connection now. This was Zero's last request, his will. Once you're awake, we need to discuss the best way to ensure you. Oh, they've got a name for Anderson's AI project. It's called the Patriots. It's all about ensuring that the concepts driving society appears the same in the mind of each person in that society. About maintaining the identity of the individual.
You gonna extract him?
And yet having that individual willingly make up part of the whole. I guess it's fitting to call that patriotism. Creating a united world. Zero's will is already fading into a shadow of what it once was. Systems, guidelines, rules, laws. When you take a mentality and fix it in a solid shape, put it out there in the hands of people, it can only begin to decay. No mentality can last forever. The body
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Analysis complete.
6-minute, 49-second tape. Here we fucking go.
He's coming too. Roger that.
Huh?
One minute, and all we've heard is "huh" and "over here." It's like fucking ASMR challenge shit.
Hello?
Not there. Here.
Huh?
Oh.
Thank you for coming. Please.
You're...
Analysis complete.
Is it that odd? I suppose the cuffs have gotten a bit loose. Although, truth be told, I have been spending more time in pajamas as of late.
No, nothing.
The tie, perhaps. Not the most fashionable pattern, I admit.
No, it is very nice.
How sweet. Will you take a little brandy? You are... After all.
No, thank you.
You minge.
Please, sit. Pacifica Ocean.
What?
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Not bad. A schoolgirl through and through. Even he won't suspect otherwise. Here you are.
Thank you. I heard.
He's coming too. Roger that.
I just like to take a little time off work.
You?
You must feel that way sometimes.
Well...
Anyway, I could hardly greet my first guest from that damned bed.
I, missed my chance to catch you snoring.
Now I'm twice as glad I got ready in time. Drink before it gets cold. English breakfast tea. All I have, I'm afraid.
What happened to the others?
They're in the next room. They've been taking it easy these past few months.
They...
There were 8 candidates before you, meaning you will be the 9th Paz Ortega-Andrade.
What happened to the others?
They're in the next room. They've been taking it easy these past few months.
They...
Do you see any windows here?
No?
I've gotten used to it. This life. I am who I am.
Shut the fuck up! Stop screaming! I want to hear the tape.
Fill of cursing this bloody cunt. Excuse me. But I can't help sometimes wishing I could see the stars. What should I do?
Well, you
gonna extract him?
go outside, go up to the roof, wait for the clouds to pass. You would have a view of Manhattan. And a pretty one, too. But once the wind blows and the clouds pass, you can look up and see a sky full of stars. Even here.
You've had a hard time getting to where you are.
Supplies requested.
Yes.
Sewer rats lead better lives.
Project.
I know. Extreme training, starvation, days spent without sleep. Abandoned, hurt, and all but killed in every way imaginable. Some of your compatriots died. Others betrayed you, left you for dead. And you did the same to them. But through it all, you survived. And you alone made it here. Just look at you. I can see everything you've been through.
Yes.
Consider this mission a reward for the mountain you've climbed.
Thank you.
Yes, well,
Yes.
you know what's next.
Yes.
And you are prepared.
Yes.
I believe you. That ever so slight hand. Not the type. West Coast. If I didn't know better, I'd say you really did grow up around the equator. But it runs deeper than that. One look at you, and I see a wide-eyed student yearning for peace. Born and raised in Central America. I can see it all. How much preparation have you done?
A little.
You'll be perfect for this, to strike back at Snake. I'll share...
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
But you mustn't forget who you're dealing with. If he were to get the better of you, well, I deeply regret having put you in that position. But beyond that, I'm putting my life in your hands.
You can trust me, Cipher.
None of my friends call me that. Tea's gone cold. Shall I make some more?
I know we are the only ones here. There's no one in the other room.
And how do you know that?
Analysis complete.
You said I was your first guest.
Oh, I haven't had this much fun in quite a while.
Cold-blooded.
All right, then.
Cipher's been in hiding ever since his grand experiment. No one's seen him in years. All we hear are orders delivered by proxy.
Who's this?
Except
7-minute tape
you.
from?
You met with him, face to face, in order to contact Big Boss.
Is it Skullface?
Tell me where he is. Where is Cipher? Where is Zero? I've never known choice. Where I was born, the language I speak, I never had the freedom to choose for myself. But you, right now,
He's coming too. Roger that.
do as you will.
This will save Big Boss.
It may.
Will you really kill Zero for me?
Not for you.
Alright. Zero is Hell's Kitchen.
New York.
Avenue. He is undergoing treatment there.
Not exactly Hyde Park.
It's like I have family that grew
His
up over there.
medical needs keep him from moving around.
You gonna extract him?
Only me there. The other residents are of varying race and ages, but in reality, all 40 units are Cipher. It took him 10 years to replace the original occupants. He's got places like this all over the world.
No better place to hide a needle than a stack of needles.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
A room with no windows and no doors. Even the elevator does not reach it. Officially, the floor does not exist. The only access is by a secret staircase 1 floor down. Room 702.
Shades of World War II.
Nobody realizes the entire building is a setup. People go in and out all day. But they're all Cipher.
He's coming too. Roger that.
With the rest of the city. They disseminate rumors that a gang operates out of the building. That keeps most outsiders away. And most of them are there as security in case of an emergency. But even they don't know what they're really protecting. Foot traffic, goods coming in and out, phone lines, water and sewage. It is all monitored remotely by satellite and cameras inside and out. Should he need it, there is a sealed-off water conduit that can be used to escape to the Hudson River, and from there to the sea. But from the outside, it is just another building. A perfect disguise.
So the Major believes zero suspicion equals total security. Very bold. It's just the kind of ruse I'd expect from him. So long as no one's suspicions are aroused, you could hide there forever. On the other hand, if someone figures it out, there are dozens of ways in.
She knows a lot of things, Pess.
And he's so paranoid about information slipping out, no one involved has the full picture. That ignorance is a weakness, the downfall of a need-to-know system. The pitfalls are clear. Circumventing them will be simplicity itself.
You hate him, don't you?
A lot of people hate him, it seems.
Hate? He never left me to die. I owe him my life. I'm bound to repay the favor. Any way I can.
We'll go for a little drive.
But that's not what you really
While we
want
listen
to
to
know.
an hour of tapes.
What you want to know is, do I hate Big Boss? I don't hate the man. I do deserve a little more of his gratitude. But he probably has no idea who I am. So you see... reason to hate him even more. I mean to have my revenge against Zero. It's not petty hatred or resentment. Nothing so personal. Even the hottest lava eventually cools, becoming a mountain. And that mountain becomes the land. Scalding steam comes back down as rain, forming rivers, draining into the sea.
Listen to this.
It's then that nature's order sets in. Now I'm merely a part of that cycle. Just like Zero. And you. And Big Boss.
Don't do it!
That lava, that vengeance, is already set as stone. Too late to change things now.
Don't kill him!
The choice is not mine to make.
Please, let Big Boss live!
Proceed.
Please!
The fuck?
Already. Hold her still.
No, this is when they implanted her with a bomb.
It's been quite a while. Yeah, I'll say. Took a lot longer for you to surface than I expected, Major. I wasn't planning on coming back at all, but I had no choice. Well, after the Caribbean. My hunch was proven right. You wouldn't believe who was behind it. Oh, I have an idea. How did you respond? Immediate disinformation campaign. Most bought into the story, but not everyone. It was quite an incident, after all. I couldn't cover everything, but I did hide the fact that Snake survived, and that should buy us some time. Where is he? En route to an old foxhole of mine. A base in the British sovereign area of Cyprus.
The military hospital had to kill you?
Ava's leading the operation.
Ava? Following your orders?
Funny, isn't it? That we should all reunite like this.
This is an emergency. Otherwise, I sure as hell would...
Yes, I don't expect you to bury the hatchet between us. Something simply won't ever happen. Even I can appreciate that. You too can only bear to speak with me from time to time. That's fine. But I don't want Snake to die. Surely we can come together on that. There are so few men I can turn to. And you're number one, Ocelot. Keep him hidden. Keep him safe. But I'll stay where I am and leave the rest to you. That's how he'd want it too.
Isn't it better for you to be there to supervise?
Where I am, where he goes, it makes no difference. All that matters is getting him the very best treatment and security. The latter being where you come in. Will he wake up? And if so, when? I have absolutely no idea. But as long as his heart is beating, he will keep fighting. So please, watch over him.
This location, it's safe.
No one will find him. And if they try, I will deal with them. The information must be suppressed.
Which is what you do best. Guess you're still at the top of your game, huh?
Anything but. I'm sick, Ocelot. Donald's taken over a great deal. He'll be handling this situation from here on as well. Though I wish it weren't so. This will probably be the last time you and I speak. So, you won't say no, will you?
I have no choice.
Thank you.
Save your thanks.
One more thing. A proposition.
Yes. Will you marry me?
I've prepared a ruse of sorts. One I imagine you'll quite like.
A ruse?
You could say I've made another Snake.
Major?
I'm not talking about the children.
This was all his doing?
A mental copy. His phantom.
He did this.
I don't understand.
All Zero's
You
fault.
will when you get to Cyprus. I've set the ball in motion, but the rest is in your hands. You're good at this kind of thing. The best. I need you on this. If it's in his best interests, I assure you, it is. Look after Snake. He's the toughest son of a bitch I've ever known. Yes, it's me. You weren't in hospital long. I had trouble finding you. Where is he? Safe. But in the same state as when you last saw him. We've had our misunderstandings, you and I. But as you've made clear, our relationship is strictly business. Therefore, I will limit this conversation to the business at hand. Please understand that I don't dislike you. Not inherently. Where is Snake? No. Settle down, or I'll have to hang up. And then you never hear from me again. Do you understand?
Cold.
First, about your boss. I had him moved once he was stabilized. I'm sure it came as quite a shock to you when you woke up. You'll have to forgive me. I told him to stop putting me under. Surely you understand. Specialized medical treatment in places like that can be positively nightmarish. We couldn't have left him there forever. And to be honest, I wasn't entirely comfortable leaving matters in your hands. Don't take it the wrong way. Anyone looking for him would be looking for you. He needed to be as far from you as possible. In fact, I'm still not sharing his location, even now. Problems could arise. So instead, I'm giving you a point of contact. An introduction to a network of messengers who will lead you to a man. A friend to your boss. I'm sure he's mentioned him before. He knows Snake's location. More than any man alive, I trust him with this sort of thing. Keeping secrets, or men in the dark. He's known Snake quite a while. 10 years longer than you. Kazuhira, I don't care if you don't trust me, but I require your absolute trust in him on this. Snake will be brought back into this world, however long it takes. Understood? The only reason we're having this conversation is because you still have a role to play. Which brings me to the next issue. What happens after he regains consciousness? When Snake wakes up, and he will, he'll need your help again. So when he does, I promise you'll be the first to know. The code phrase will be, V has come to. I'll then mobilize all the necessary parties. Think of it as an overture to a prologue. Until
But
then,
yet an
do
incomplete
what you
ending.
like. Just be ready when the time comes. But you don't need me to tell you that, do you? I know it's been hard on you too. But I can't imagine you're willing to just walk away.
What are you talking about? If what you're saying is true, then this is like wrapping a rope around your own neck and throwing it over a branch. What's your play in all this?
This is for Snake. So that he survives after he wakes up. Nothing more.
You gotta extract him.
After that, I don't care what you do.
Boss, get down.
Tell me something.
The enemy's sniper. Stay low and crawl along the ground. That should
God
enable
damn
you to
it.
sneak past enemies.
To make the world one,
You need Snake for that. And he's already done a hell of a lot for you.
he has.
And he's already... I only choose
That. I don't care what you do.
Then tell me something.
Go on.
I only joined you after I found out what you were after. To make the world one, you need Snake for that. And he's already done a hell of a lot for you.
He has.
So on some level at least, I think you're being straight with me. Then why'd you do that to him? I get what you were trying with Paz. You wanted to get Snake any way you could. But after that, what you did, how could you do that to him?
After that, wasn't...
may not believe this, but I never intended for any of this to happen. My organization has many arms. It's just going to take a little longer before we're all on the same page. I admit, I may have been lax in my supervision, but something like that.
Okay, subject is in.
Extraction arrived
Whatever.
at Mother Base.
One day, I'll know the truth. Just as soon as the boss wakes up. And then we're coming after you. This ends with you begging us to put you out of your misery.
Is that so? Fantasy can make for a powerful ally. But remember this reality, Kazuhira Miller. Big Boss will wake up. And when he does, be there for him.
10-minute.
Major, I wondered whether you'd really call.
Exer, I presume this was your doing?
Do you like my gift?
Jesus, where'd they get these tapes from?
I've been searching a long time for this.
It is what you were looking for, yes.
The winged dagger of a comrade lost to the sands of Egypt. He served under the boss back in Rayforce. I delivered this pin to her after his death. We were both so very young. From that moment on, she never let it leave her side.
She was still carrying it in Selinoyarsk. How about the back? Something wrong, Major?
Nothing, just pricked my finger.
The back.
The scar is there, just as I remember it. And this white stitching on the back. From the white berets the SAS wore in the early days.
Is this the same voice actor for Zero?
Major?
30th of December, 1941. It's the inscription I made the day he died.
Of course.
His body was never recovered. This pin badge is the closest thing he has to a gravestone. When I gave it to her, she just kept on running her finger over
Sounds
the
enough like him.
Never again,
Could
she uttered,
be an older,
as if reprimanding
sicker
herself for his death.
Major.
She pressed hard, embedding the inscription itself into her finger. You see, it's why this spot on the back looks shinier than the rest. He was our brother in arms.
So...
Yes, it's real. Thank you. There's no doubt about it.
Good. Now I have no regrets.
What do I owe you?
Nothing. Just want to talk for a moment.
Very well then.
It's about our man, Major. He's been making some moves.
Miller? Yes, I know. Rhodesia, is it?
Yes, and up to his old tricks again.
No matter. He'll stumble soon enough.
Although he is under my jurisdiction now.
And that's what you want to talk about?
Not exactly. You see, my being here has made me realize I can still be of use to you.
How so?
This country is rich with biological resources. Bacteria, nematodes.
Nematodes?
I'm sure we can find.
Why do we need
something here to
nematodes?
bring that plan back into action.
Forget it. The Cleanser Project was just another one of my predecessors, Dave.
God, I can't see a fucking thing.
Vocal cord parasites?
We're an excellent test case for reverse evolution. Nothing more. What matters now is the genetics technology behind that work. With genetics, the clumsiness in targeting an entire race isn't an issue. We can target specific individuals. No need to breed multiple generations of parasite just to get results. Don't be quaint, Exo. Once the Cold War is over, our enemies won't be so clearly defined. Using humans alone won't be enough. An electronic network will span the globe, and our enemies will blend right into it.
You may be right. But will people really settle for an enemy they can't see? Men want to feel righteous, need to see the evil in the enemy they fear. Without it, they'll turn their aggressions inward, find an enemy inside. You know this is true.
I see what you're saying. Just as those robbed of their parasites develop allergies and autoimmune diseases, a man robbed of his enemy develops self-destructive tendencies. And I know all the symptoms. Ethnic conflict, religious strife, terrorism. And with asymmetrical conflict, deterrence is a joke. That's why we must depend on information control. People need an appropriate context for their lives. A context that's stimulating without being destructive. That balance is the basis of equilibrium.
You mean to say people will blindly accept your context without developing any allergies?
If we're to unite the world, literacy must be suppressed. To suppress the information immune system, to borrow your metaphor.
Immunity to information. But to ensure there's no allergic reaction, while the immune system fights off parasites and pathogens.
It's done, Exo. This world will become one. I have found the way. The world that the boss envisioned will finally become a reality. Race, tribal affiliations, national borders, even our faces will be irrelevant. The nature of communication itself will change, and it will make mankind whole again.
Some things can't be undone. My face was taken from me. There's no taking that back.
A face means nothing when one's soul is able to communicate directly with another.
I have no intention of hiding behind your technological veil, Major. I wear my broken visage, this skull, in the open, so that I may never forget what I've lost.
You.
Analysis complete.
What are you?
The chain of retaliation is what will truly bind this world together as one. Major.
You son of a... The pin. You...
Yes, the pin.
Yes.
It's too late. They can't extract it. You see, Major, some things can't be undone.
How did you find me? The girl. You made her talk.
I'm sorry I couldn't visit or thank you in person, but it has been lovely chatting. And now that I know you're no longer interested in the garden, it's time for you to step
How did he
aside.
know he was gonna prick his finger?
You're a busy man, lots to do, so I've left you a little time.
Go to hell. How dare you?
Skull plan. Hopefully the Major pricks his finger.
You planned this all wrong. At your own
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Now you see, the world can never truly become one.
But the boss...
You've been wrong.
He's coming too. Roger that.
You're no different.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
None of you understand the world she saw.
I would say the same to you, Major.
You steal it all away. Everything.
The boss said the same thing.
Skull voice in my left ear.
Only I understood what she meant. Major, I'll handle the rest. Oh, and one more thing. That pin badge, it was a fake. I held on to the real one. I'll take good care of it. And continue the boss's work.
His name Jack or John? I don't even fucking know anymore. So Zero wasn't even really the problem. It was mostly just Skullman. But when you look like a skull, your motivations don't seem overly nebulous.
Go.
I almost thought you wouldn't come.
Well, you're supposed to visit hospital before you die.
But how did you get here?
My friends at the SAS know how to keep a secret. The trip to the airport was a little dramatic, but the rest was easy. Still, I've had smoother rides. Oh, look. Scalded myself with my tea.
You have arrived at your destination.
I won't be staying long.
I understand.
When you want to begin a mission, open your
Are you kidding me?
iDroid and select it from the mission list.
I know
I
this.
sent a list of selectable missions to your iDroid. They're all jobs that only you can handle.
We...
And the left.
I understand.
I won't be staying long.
I understand.
Which one is he?
On the right.
And the left?
We did just as you instructed.
Has either of them awoken?
Neither of them. No.
Not once?
Not in 2 years. Their weekly EEGs show stable activity levels. There's been practically no change.
Jack? Jack? It's me. You look fit to run a country mile.
Every 4 hours, we move all of their muscles. We're stable, but eventually...
Yes, of course.
We've done everything we can to ensure they're ready to move, should they wake up. Still, it's been a pretty long time.
This was in like 1976, 1977. Oh, right, because it's been 2 years. Yeah, that makes sense.
Indefinitely. It's too dangerous to move them. And so far, no one knows they're here.
I see.
I am most grateful to you. And I need you to keep it up.
We'll do everything we can.
Can you give us a moment?
Of course.
Jack, can you hear me? Nice place, isn't it? I went to a lot of trouble bringing you here. Here where no one will find you. Still, the Ocelot's on guard duty, just in case. Maybe knowing that will help you sleep better. I had no intention of coming, but this could be my last chance. If you'd just come to see me first. Do you remember the last time I visited you in hospital? Our first mission together. After the boss threw you in that river. Broke your arm. Ah, the good old days. I never told you this, but I had another team at my disposal back then, with a very special man leading it. Maybe he didn't like the arrangement. In any case, this man, he seems to have done something to me. Which is why I'm quite sick myself. Up here, there's nothing they can do. I always was the forgetful type, as you know. I'm
all right for now, but they say it's a one-way street. If you don't wake up soon, I won't remember you when you do.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base. Enemy presence detected.
I don't mind about myself, but what he did to you, I can never forgive. I've sent him to Africa, and I doubt he's coming back. Jack, once your little holiday here is over, well, who knows when that will be. But anyway, I probably won't be around. I'll be somewhere even... Find me. A tombstone chiseled into the code of a machine. That is all I leave to mark my existence.
Go!
Wake up soon, old friend. Time is running short.
Whoa. How the fuck did you get up there, Dee Dee?
Analysis complete.
He's coming.
So that was it.
Roger that.
Skullface is a real son of a bitch. It's a shame you get so much of this through tapes, because I feel like the tapes are cool, but so much of this is good stuff. Like, I would have loved to have seen it in cutscenes or something. And then there would have been so much more meaning.
He's coming too.
So much more motivation for me to want to kill Scullyface. Whoops. Oh god, sorry, Dee Dee. Yeah, I heard about Mission 51.
Please select a mission.
Isn't that the cut thing that I have to play on YouTube or something? No, not all of the cutscenes, but there's just some things that I would have preferred to have seen and not have heard at the very end of a 60-hour game. You know, I mean, the Skullface thing, the guy's just silly. And me wanting revenge on him, it would have been so much more potent had I heard those tapes earlier. But I guess not. Yeah, so I have to go on YouTube for this. Alright, hang on. Mission 51. So I can shut the game off now, right? Like, that's it? This is... Wow. Well, there it is. That's the last time that I play Metal Gear Solid 5. See ya. Let's check out this cutscene. Like I said, it's fucking damn well already. Oh my god. 67 hours. Not even 60 hours, 67 hours. And that is a fucking lot for me. Okay, so... hang on a sec. There's one ending.
The other big boss.
Alright, we got that.
Face was...
Yeah, here's something. Hang on. Let me get this thing. Alright. I think this is it right here. We're gonna find out. Let me just make sure this is the right thing. So this was found, this says, this was from the bonus content Blu-ray disc found on the PS4 Collector's Edition. So here it is. Alright, so we remember this.
Boss, about Eli and his boys.
You know where they went?
We're still working on it, but the chopper pilot they had fly them out of here is back.
And?
He said once Sahelanthropus and the chopper got out to sea, they split up and headed in different directions. The chopper headed straight for Africa. They made it about 50 miles inland before running out of fuel. The kids used vines and duct tape to tie the pilot to his seat before they disappeared. He was almost dead from dehydration when the medics found him. They left him alive on purpose.
Yeah, they're calling us out. They want to settle this.
The intel team are using the direction Sahelanthropus headed and the direction the kids took off in to narrow down the search area. And with Hewick helping out, it won't be long before we know where Eli is. There's just one thing that bothers me.
What's that?
Apparently there are already men going around the nearby villages asking for witnesses of the giant in the sky.
Damn it. Already?
It's clearly business as usual for Cipher, even with Skullface gone. They must have been dying to get Sahelanthropus back ever since Afghanistan. And if they beat us to it, they'll be getting more than that. Eli's carrying the English strain of the vocal cord parasite.
Oh, okay. Well, that would have been pertinent information.
They've spread the parasite across the island. It won't affect you if your voice hasn't broken, so they're safe, for now. Eli's driven all the adults off the island. Recess is officially in session. His own version of Lord of the Flies, only instead of a pig's head, Sahelanthropus. And it's swarming with something worse than flies. They presented one demand in exchange for the nuke. Big Boss's body. Those kids have got a lot to learn.
Okay, boss. The objective is to recover Sahelanthropus and the children, Eli included. Once you're in the air, we'll hit the island with napalm. Can't let those things spread. It gets worse. Here's the tape from when Eli took off.
Where is he?
I told you, your father's not here.
They're back.
His voice is starting to change, meaning he's almost a man. So if he's carrying the English language strain, well, if he starts showing symptoms, it's over.
He carefully avoids the traps. In other words, if I were playing it, I'd be springing every trap and dying over and over again. I tell you what, this game makes me hate Babby Mantis. Like, any remorse or any humanity and empathy I felt for that guy in Metal Gear Solid 1. It's almost like, no, good. You know what? Yeah, fuck you. This seems like a proper ending to the game, though. Like, oh, right. When the kids did that thing, and we lost the main fucking thing in the game. The Sahelanthropus thing. Scranthemons. Like, they couldn't finish one more mission to give the game closure. Did Konami really need to get rid of this? I could see some derpy graphics. But if you use the in-game engine, I mean... So I wonder what Mantis and Liquid were doing for, like, what, 20 years? Just hanging out, you know, becoming bros. And then I wonder, like, Liquid's ideology about Big Boss's remains, like, when he explains to Snake, like, how amazing Big Boss was. And then his ideals for an outer heaven. Like, I wonder what changed in those 20 years. Well, a lot can change in 20 years, we know that, but I'm curious about it. Liquid joins MI6 and Mantis is trained by Ocelot? Oh, well, that's interesting. I don't know where that information is, but...
I knew you'd be through here!
Huh.
You're not a kid anymore. You can call your own shots. But at this rate, you'll be dead before you have a chance.
I'm free to die however I wish. Yes. Free. You don't get the last word, Father. I'll break the curse of my heritage. And to do that, first, I will kill you!
depictions of battle. Artistic depictions of battle. Couldn't all of the game be summed up like that? Thanks to Snake's efforts in battle, Eli is defeated. Concept art is awesome. I love it. I actually am really enjoying this content. People in chat are like, what? They didn't even try. This is not in the game. I'm not actually playing the game. This is on YouTube. This is something that was cut from the game because it wasn't finished. Konami didn't give it a chance to get finished. And they probably just wanted the game out as soon as possible, so yeah. Who knows? Not me. I never lost control. Oh, okay. Well, that explains why earlier everything looked white. Oh shit. To be fair, you know, fuck Eli. So the voice capture, the voice animation or mouth animation wasn't complete, which is why they put masks on them. Same for here, obviously. Oh, the masks are for the parasites. Oh, someone in chat said that they didn't do the mouth animations.
Give me some room.
Fair enough. Well, that has a double use. Like a hone edge.
He'll be all right. The vest took the bullet.
Get him on the chopper. We'll patch him up at base.
Boss, he's showing symptoms. Huh? What?
I was created by Cipher. And I was the flaw.
Yeah.
My fate was written in my genes.
This is where he learned.
I'm a loser.
So there's no mouth animation, but anyway, yeah, he's learning now. He had the inferior genes. At least he thought he did.
I'm not me.
If I remember correctly, he actually got the dominant genes.
I will surpass my father. Destroy my father. Destroy you! I'll kill all of Cipher. I'll destroy your precious world.
Code Red, we need to go fast. How's it going over there? There's nothing you can do for him now.
Island's completely contaminated. Orders are to use napalm to sanitize.
Sanitize every square inch. Prepare to drop. We're pulling out. Move! Code Red.
Live. Live.
You're one hell of a soldier.
I will kill you!
That's right. Don't blame yourself. Blame me.
So there gets Granthopus. Okay, so Mother Base has Scranthemones by the end of this game, while Other Snake builds another Mother Base someplace and calls it Outer Heaven. So then what happens? There's still more story that can be told, you know, like quite a bit of it. We still don't know the fates of the two snakes. Oh, I suppose that's the representation of the parasites, huh? All right, Metal Gear 1 and 2, yeah. Oh, I see. I get it now. I get it now. Yep, that's how they did it. You skipped the credits timeline. Solid Snake kills Venom Snake in Metal Gear 1. Oh, really? Did I skip that timeline? Could someone get me that timeline? I didn't realize I would be skipping a timeline. I just didn't feel like reading Hideo Kojima's name another 40,000 times. It'll spoil Metal Gear Solid 4. Oh.
It's not over yet.
The timeline has MGS4 spoilers, so don't watch it. Okay. Maybe it was divine intervention. Maybe it was fate that I did not watch the full credits because I still haven't played Metal Gear Solid 4, and I plan on streaming it one day. I'll actually end up borrowing a PS3 so I can fucking stream it. Not anytime soon, but I think that makes sense chronologically because I've played 1, I've played 2. The original Metal Gear games I've never finished them, but I'm probably not going to stream those. I've streamed Twin Snakes. I've never streamed Metal Gear Solid 2, but I think I'm going to pass on those. And I'm going to just go straight to Metal Gear Solid 4 in a couple of months. Maybe 3, 4, 5 months. Who knows? And then I'll get the full complete story. So maybe it's best I didn't get spoiled. So I'm going to take a Metal Gear break for a while. I still have Metal Gear Solid Revengeance Rising Revenge. There's a lot of vengeance things going on in this series. I might stream that. It's platinum, and I definitely like platinum. So one day, maybe I'll jump into that. But for now, I'm on a Metal Gear break, which is incidentally the name of the next game in the series, alongside Chrono Break. Twilight Princess is a definite possibility because I love that game and I haven't played it in years. So what I'm going to do is wait a little while. My next big game is Fallout 4. So I'm taking a break from huge games until Fallout 4. So basically, here's how it's going to go. Right now I'm doing Castlevania Symphony of the Night. I have Yoshi's Woolly World, which I'm going to start later on after some weird shit. So Symphony, Woolly World, some Halloween stuff. Throughout early November, I'm not sure, probably just a bunch of random shit. And then Fallout 4. After that, who knows? By then, maybe we'll find out if Nintendo's actually making a Twilight Princess HD. We've been hearing rumors about. If an HD edition is happening, I will stream the HD version of Twilight Princess. If it turns out it was a baseless rumor and Toucan Sam is in fact not real, then I will not be streaming the HD edition because it won't exist, and instead I'll just play the GameCube version of Twilight Princess because I don't want to play the Wii version. I don't want the waggles. So that's kind of some of the stuff that I've got in mind. Yeah, so I mean, like I said, I've been streaming a Metal Gear game since 3.5 months ago, maybe 4 months ago, I think, is when I started Metal Gear Solid 3. Maybe even just 3. I don't know. I'm not sure now. But it's been fun living with the boss and shooting a lot of people in the face and just being miserable at stealth in general. It's been a lot of fun. But now it's a good time to take a break. Metal Gear Solid 5. I want to kind of discuss just for a minute my personal feelings, my personal opinion on the game, not taking into account everyone's overarching opinion, because some people love the game unconditionally, some people hate the game completely and say it's complete shit. I'm never that kind of black and white with games. I kind of have shades of gray. And in this game, I always felt like there's some great moments, there's some great gameplay. I played a lot of it just fucking around with side ops on my own. The game was fun. The game had some great stealth moments. A lot of different weapons, a lot of different stuff that you could do in the game. The open world didn't quite work because it was really fucking empty, and it just was like a time kill between going back to the chopper. But there were some creative missions that used the world pretty nicely. I liked the Philanthropist stuff. There were some cool missions there. The vocal cord parasite stuff was a little weird, but I kind of saw it as a reminiscent kind of Fox Die kind of thing, and I kind of bought it. Generally, the game's story had left me scratching my head. Some of it made sense. Some of it was like overreaching. Some of it was just not fleshed out enough. Some of it was too fleshed out. Some of it felt like twists for the sake of twists. But I think that's more... I don't know. I guess overall the game kind of didn't feel like a cohesive whole, like Metal Gear Solid 3. And the question is, do I want a 67-hour game where I could fuck around and enjoy side ops and crazy stuff and tapes and hours of story? Or do I want something like Metal Gear Solid 3, which is like 16, 17 hours, and it feels complete? I guess the answer is I'd take a Metal Gear Solid 3 over a 5 any day. That said, Metal Gear Solid 5 was a wonderful, wacky, weird game, and I enjoyed streaming it. I had a lot of fun with it, mostly. Even when I was getting aggravated, I had some really, really good fun moments. Skullface was fucking hysterical. I don't care what anyone says. Best villain of the year, and not for any of the reasons intended. I loved Skullface so much. Huey did nothing wrong. What else? Major Zero did nothing wrong. I'm Mr. Meeseeks, look at me. And I feel that overall, I don't want to give the game a number rating or anything like that, but I will say that I enjoyed it. It's not my game of the year, but it was pretty good. It kept my attention for almost all 67 hours up until Chapter 2. It's a shame that we couldn't get a more complete game. It's a shame that so much of it was cut. I will miss the series if this is the last Metal Gear. I'm not sure. I would love to get more of it, but it looks like Konami is pretty much defunct in terms of their main series games. So I guess this might be the last one. I'm looking forward to Metal Gear Solid 4. That'll be fun when I do stream that. But Metal Gear Solid 5 generally was cool. Just flawed. And that's really all I have to say about that. So thank you guys for listening to me rant. I'm going to go take a break for like an hour and a half. And I'm going to eat some dinner. And I'll come back with a few weird things, and then I'll do Yoshi's Woolly World. So, not anything terribly exciting tonight, but I think I have some stuff that you guys will enjoy. Art. I can show you guys some art real quick before I go. Actually, before I do anything, let me explain this for a brief moment, and then I will show the art. So this is Vinesauce hoodie. And it is something that just today got finalized. I've been working the details out for about 2 weeks, almost. I kind of mostly designed what this thing looks like, because I designed it with myself in mind, selfishly, like what's something I would wear. And that's pretty much exactly something I would wear, which is nothing too overt, just a little V logo, cool color, green inside, perfect. And I really like that. So that's kind of the company, Own AJ, they contacted me and they offered some things, and I didn't really like what they had. And we discussed it, and then we arrived at this. So I made a post about it, and I'll explain it. I'm not going to be doing this a lot. I'm not going to be explaining it a lot, but I'm going to link to the thread I made about it in the chat. You'll see it there. Now, the price is the problem, and I'll explain why if you give me just a second. Let me pull up this thread. So the price is the thing that sucks about this. It's $47.95. In other words, $48. Like those 5 cents are going to make a difference. I'm only making $3 per hoodie, which I took a major hit for this because I just really want to wear one of these things. And I'll tell you why it's so expensive. The dude from the company said, I'll be completely transparent and honest with you. The margins on these things are really terrible for us. To get them made, shipped to us, and then print, it's going to be $38 just to create. That's $38 just for them to create this thing. That doesn't include them like shipping, handling, and organizing, plus making the box, which, by the way, you get a box as well, that box right there. So He says, hopefully your community understands how original they are. They aren't standard hoodies anyone can get by the truckload. So apparently the materials are really, really good. They're not cheap bullshit hoodies that fall apart. Like, this is something you would actually get and wear for like years. So I totally understand it. Like, they're custom. They're being made from scratch based on these specifications. Like I said, if I wanted to make money, like from this kind of thing, I would sell shirts, to be totally honest with you guys. For me, this isn't about the money. Whatever money I do make from this, it's going to go towards the Trolls and Goblins animated music video anyway. But that's besides the point. The point is, I really just wanted one of these goddamn hoodies, and I figured there are other people that might be interested. So they're expensive, and obviously you don't have to buy one, but they're there if you want them. And I posted on my Twitter the link. The company seems pretty good. They seem legit. The dude who's been working with me seems like a really honest, nice guy, and he was open and transparent about everything. And that's more than can be said about some other people that have offered me things in the past. So I definitely think that this will be kind of cool. Yes, it's expensive, but it's also, you get a box and Jesus Christ's foreskin, and they're made in Canada. So that's cool. And they're limited too. So that's the deal with the hoodies. And I guess if you want one, I'll link once again and we'll check the art now. You can put all of your shit in the box. There it is. All right. Okay, now that I've done my bit, you probably won't be hearing too much more about the hoodies for quite a while. Anyway, from ComJ, that's very fitting for today. From Mr. Duck, Vinesauce will be right back. From, well, this is cool. From Mother Hubbing Bull Shrimp. That's a really cool BRB. From Batiro. You know. Hang on. Again, if I missed your art, apologies. Please just send it my way on Twitter or whatever. Okay. From Avery Special Tater Tot. Yeah, that's Triforce Heroes. From Elena D. Well, that's cool. Various types of Vine shrooms for the various streamers. And it's me just dreaming all of them up. They're actually not real. They're all just me doing voices. All right, maybe there's not that much implied in this drawing, but, you know. From Dijani 10, The Salty Jabroni by Dr. Sauce. Oh my god. Can we make Dr. Sauce a thing? Just the stupidest fucking poems about whatever it is we do here on this website. I love this, Dijani 10. That's good. You would think after 5.5 years I'd have seen or heard of a Dr. Sauce pun or wordplay before, but this is the first time. From Joshua Craft Inc. Cheap tanks are on the battlefield. I fucking hated that mission. God, I hated it. From the same person, is that an island? What? What? From Lord Convict, here's someone that did something wrong, but actually in reality did nothing wrong. From Donkey Spittle, and that's the way the news goes. From ComJ, Newsflash. Vinesauce man spotted at New York Comic-Con currently having an existential crisis. I swear it was just back pain. From Nevu Jolkheim. If rockets won't work, then how about a fucking drill? I don't get the reference, but it's tagged as Gurren Lagann, which I've heard of. So I'm assuming there's something there I'm just missing. But nice drawing. From Donkey Spittle. Come on, Vinny boy. You know you want to silence that chat. Let's just make a deal. Ooh wee! Let me see what else there is. A little bit more art. From Vol20. Good fucking job. You couldn't thumbs up harder if you tried. From Don and Choco. There's a me. Not like a me, but you know. From Don and Choco. There's Walrus. From Trash Universe. Boss, holy fuck. Kaz in his natural state. And from Donkey Spittle, BRB. Alright, well that's the art for now. Like I said, I'm going to take about an hour and a half break. I'll be back with some weird stuff, some cool, interesting things that I think you guys will enjoy, including something very stupid, but mainly cool and weird. And I also will be playing Yoshi's Woolly World. Like I said, I caved, and I got a lot of requests to play it, and it just looks too good not to try. And I don't mean gameplay, I mean graphically. It's definitely something that looks good, and I've read up on a lot of people's opinions about the game, people that I actually kind of trust, and various kind of places that I thought might actually have a good review of the game. And it seems like it's the best Yoshi game since Yoshi's Island or Yoshi's Story, depending on who you ask. So I'm not generally one to immediately believe that kind of stuff, but you know, man, I love Yoshi's Island so much, and I've been like just PTSD'd from like the fucking previous Yoshi games that just were so shitty. So I'm hoping it's going to be good, but we'll find out later on. And I guess, yeah, take some time, relax. I'm going to be hosting KY, and I'll see you guys in about an hour and a half. Same time, same place. Actually, not the same time, but definitely the same place. Later. Thanks for watching Metal Gear with me.